Flash, congratulations, console finalist, as you've been saying, 50K richer too. How you feeling, man?
Man, I told everybody third time was a charm. Let's just make this show a movie just like we did last time. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, the third time's a charm. So you've qualified 3 times. Now you're in the championship round. What does that mean for you, and what kind of experience did that bring for this?
The traffic in New York City making... And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Gasol. And at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Brooklyn, they've got Joe Harris. Jordan is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard.
Just textbook basketball, right? James's IQ for the game so high, his vision and court awareness so good, he can exploit that pick and roll so effectively.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game. And once Schroeder was asked to name his favorite NBA city, I believe it surprised a lot of fans when he said Milwaukee.
That's right, Greg, but he cited the strong German culture there. Schroeder, of course, went straight from Germany to the NBA. He relied on his athleticism early on, but now he's seeing the game much better, plays under control, can lead the team. He has had a tremendous amount of growth. Yeah, when LeBron James is fighting his way through contact, he makes it look so easy.
Harden against Schroeder. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Harris against James. And LeBron throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
All right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Caldwell-Pope.
Boy, 4 for 4 to get things started. Must have been a good shoot-around this morning.
It's Durant on the wing. It's Harden with the drive, and the jam by Harden.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo!
For 3, Caldwell-Pope. The rebound by the Nets.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Harden kicks to KD. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
And a wide open look for James. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Here's Harden, and stolen by Kuzma. And here's the break. And James throws it down hard.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Harden with it. 6 points for him. The kick out to Irving. Jordan trying to free himself up. And Kyrie Irving gets the 3. And of the early surprise teams, Doris, some have fallen by the wayside, but some may be for real.
And isn't that one of the most exciting aspects of any season, Kevin? You watch a team perhaps outperform expectations. We see a good team take that next step and become a real threat for a title. Like, there's so many storylines that develop over the course of a long season. I can't wait. Well, how about a multi-time champion and a multi-time MVP, and LeBron James continues to dominate. It truly is special to watch.
And a new group in for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Harris. Bruce Brown He's checked in for Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Now here's Brown. A 14-point game for him in the win against Orlando. KD's shot is good.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Harrell down low, guarded by Green. The Lakers whipping the ball around now. On the wing, James. And James throws it down.
Special. There just aren't many guys like him who can accelerate to the rim and finish in style.
Outside, KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, Kevin Durant not about to settle for any low percentage shot. My goodness, with authority.
James outside. That shot misses. Some solid defense there from KD. Shamet kicks to Green. And it's in there.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Lakers trail. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. LeBron drives in. It's tipped, and he gets it back. Pass to Harrell. Back to James. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. 14 points for LeBron.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, 6'8", 250 pounds. You're going to have to do more than that to stop LeBron.
KD finds Green. Here's Brown. And that one released in time, but no good. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Lakers lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And earlier we got a few.
The way he plays defensively, you know what he's saying.
And of course, Gasol and Leonard won the championship together in 2019. Largely, Greg, because of their ability to play defense and get stops.
And 2 former Defensive Players of the Year on the same team. That's going to be your foundation. But both guys were tremendous at the other end as well, albeit in different ways.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Green is out there with Durant. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Yeah, this guy is tremendous at keeping plays alive. Montrezl Harrell getting to the offensive window.
Green. Rebound by Harrell.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Shamet following the basket by LeBron James. And the rejection by Harrell. LeBron's shot is off. And so Brown will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 5. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. James looking it over. That one's not going to go. Some solid defense from Brown.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the court. Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Caruso kicks to James. A second chance effort. And it's Harrell missing.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Green finds Brown. Now Durant. And stolen by James. Here's Morris. No good. Shot missing. The Nets go the other way with it. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
And they got the better of this matchup last time with their defensive pressure and the ability to force turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing, and it really paid off for them.
Shamet the pass to Brown. No luck. They battled on the glass but couldn't knock it down.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Here's Morris. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Brown the pass to Green. Outside for Durant. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
I tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
Now here's LeBron. He had 28 points in the win against Portland.
And equally spent as much energy on his D. I mean, 4 steals kind of tell the story.
Here's Shamet following the basket by LeBron James. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. And let's see what the Nets have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for the matchup with the Celtics, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Harden in for Landry Shamet. Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Schroeder finds Caldwell-Pope. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Caldwell-Pope's got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers. Harden surveying the D. The pass to Harris. 4 seconds left. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I'll tell you, the fearlessness Joe Harris has shown has been a problem for the defense. Nice drive.
2 shots. Good on both. On its way from Caldwell-Pope for 2. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. It's been a clinic out there by James.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell-Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid. I think are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I'd throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
James outside. Gasol, and Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
How about the hustle from Marc Gasol, just working the glass to perfection.
Harris dishes to Harden. Passes to Durant. Inside. Here's Jordan. And stolen by Kuzma. Fast break, the Lakers. James, that's a 2-pointer. Jordan with the rebound.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Irving with a clean look. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And LeBron throws it down.
Well, at this point, with LeBron rolling, the #1 goal on every possession, get it to the king.
Irving passes to KD. Feeds it to Jordan. Over Gasol. And no good, trying to use the glass. And so Gasol will bring it up for the Lakers. A 2-point game.
Well, you think about Marc Gasol, this is a former Defensive Player of the Year. Obviously, he's not the star or the focal point he was at the peak of his career. But this guy still impacts the game.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Harden the pass to Jordan. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And a promising trend this month is the rise in his effective field goal percentage. He's showing a lot of smarts. Shot selection has been tremendous, and it's helped his numbers a ton.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
You could see it in LeBron's eyes. He will not be denied on that drive.
Nets trail by 6. They need this, and the layup good by Brown.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Caldwell Pope passes to Schroeder. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And the wide open shot from Green. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Now just a 1-point Laker lead. LeBron outside. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
LeBron has made himself a deadly shooter. You can't fault the D for being a little too aggressive on his shot fakes.
Good on the second free throw. 1:06 left here in the third quarter. Green passes to Irving. And here's Harden. Count it.
Yeah, I love watching Harden be aggressive inside. One of the most efficient scorers in our game.
Schroeder passes to James. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Offline with his three. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
The three from Harden. And the Nets, another three.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And finished off by LeBron.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Harden kicks to Jordan. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Schroeder. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, the quick hands of Dennis Schroeder to create the havoc defensively and get a steal.
And Irving launches it from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Green. Andrew Shamet is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Brooklyn making a change here. Durant's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Gasol's checked in.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Caruso kicks it over to Schroeder. They get it back. And Gasol able to finish.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Now, here's Shamet. He's tightly guarded. Back to KD. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
A natural-born scorer is Kevin Durant. He puts in the time, and it pays dividends on the floor.
Schroeder against Green. And that one's good. Schroeder. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Down low. And finished off by KD.
Well, drop that hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
Here's Caruso, covered by Irving. Schroeder kicks to Caruso. Back to Kuzma. Gasol on the high post. Clock at 6. From past the arc. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Durant, good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. They double him with Green. Over to the left wing. Gasol dishes to Schroeder. Pass to Caruso. Kuzma against KD. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with his size and athletic ability, playing above the rim, not an issue for Kuzma.
On the wing, Irving lets it go from deep. Here's Shamet.
2 minutes.
No good that time. Straight D that time from Dennis Schroeder. Kuzma finds Schroeder. Lakers passing it around. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Harris passes to Shamet. Outside, KD. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. They get Marc Gasol.
You have to be careful around Kevin Durant because this guy loves to get fouled on the way up. He views free throws as easy points.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Landry Shamet. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
Well, this is the kind of player he is. The tougher the moment, the more he elevates his game.
The drive by LeBron. And the dunk by James.
LeBron finding a way to come up with a ridiculous make in a huge situation yet again.
Here's Harden. The feed to Jordan. Harris dishes to Jordan. That one goes in. Jordan's got his first bucket of the night.
Absolutely fearless. DJ, go to work.
On the wing, James, guarded by Harden. And it's blocked by Jordan. Got it. 59 seconds left in the game. Now Harden out to Harris. On the wing, Irving. LeBron with some nice D. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. So, guys, it comes down to this.
Time for your stars to shine. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
LeBron drives in. Good work defensively by KD. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice to system.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Jordan kicks to Harris. Jordan the pass to KD. On the wing, Irving. And stolen by James. Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Gets the game winner to fall.
Oh! And he wins it at the buzzer.
Oh, an astonishing way to end this game.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for
care of business. Let's get to it.
You told us last time you were on 2K TV that you live and die by the three. And in this tournament, John Havlicek came through for you from behind the arc. Talk about how big John Havlicek was for you.
John Havlicek, for all my team people who don't know, I'm going to give you just a real simplistic explanation of who he is. If you've ever played pro at all, or you want to get into pro and you make a point guard with a very quick jump shot, that's John Havlicek. But instead of him being short-term, he's...
And how about the Bucks, who are showing calm as they come down the tunnel? A team looking for a big night on its home court. That's a look at our setting tonight. The picturesque city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Gasol in at the 5. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. LeBron passes to Gasol. Giannis left side. Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Giannis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Passes it to Lopez. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some... Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lopez has got 6 points.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Schroeder finds Gasol. James outside, and they double up LeBron. Outside for Caldwell-Pope. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
LeBron outside. And the dunk by LeBron.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really like going at each other, don't they? Augustin against Schroeder. Augustin passes to Lopez. And the layup falls. He's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
LeBron James on the wing. And that one drops for him. James has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Beautiful timing on the part of LeBron. Powerful move off the pick and roll.
Pass to Augustin. And stolen by James. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Now, any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustin.
Shooting over 43% from distance during his college career. This is Forbes' specialty.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Caldwell Pope left side. Good work there as it goes. Caldwell Pope's got 5 now.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
And for Kentavious Caldwell Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Milwaukee leading by 4. The pass to Connaughton. Here's Craig. Kicks to Forbes. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Craig. 5 on the clock. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Passes it to Harrell. Here's Caruso. He had 10 points in the win against Portland.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle, he brought energy, and he brought it on the glass.
We'll get right back to the action when we return. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis to explain the origin.
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I was a kid. I've always been a guy that's always...
And Greg playing with a chip on his shoulder has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And it's Caruso in at the point.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Morris looking over the floor. Out to the wing. Harrell drives in. Count it. Harrell's got his first bucket in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Portis in the post. Horton Tucker with the rebound. The Lakers trail. Here we go, one-on-one. Outside for Caldwell Pope. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bucks have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Caldwell Pope outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
And the focus was to get stops. All game, they were right up on shooters, and that led to some big-time rejections.
This was their game plan going in. Make shooters uncomfortable by challenging every possible shot.
And the rejection by Giannis. The 3-ball. And the Lakers with another miss.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8-ball.
Here's Connaughton, still looking for his first bucket in this one. Antetokounmpo against Morris. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Morris against Antetokounmpo. Morris passes to Caldwell Pope. He's looking for Harrell and finds him. Can't hit that one. And Milwaukee will come the other way. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Torrey Craig. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Bryn Forbes. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Marc Gasol is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Morris. LeBron's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Schroeder passes to Gasol. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Schroeder with the drive. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Schroeder has speed to burn, but also has a great feel for finding angles to convert on the drive.
Out to the right wing. To the middle. Lopez outside. Middleton. It's hauled in by LeBron. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Only given up 6 here in this quarter. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
They had active hands on the defensive end, and it paid off. A lot of easy baskets and transitions because of that.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Middleton's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Schroeder finds James. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Fast break, Milwaukee. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. For three, Middleton, and another three for Milwaukee.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to LeBron. Great D that time from Giannis.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks going into the break with a 10-point. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the... Thanks for joining us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustine. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Steve, one thing I always think of when I watch LeBron, how much fun it must be to be a teammate of his.
You know, Kevin, I wish I could have played with a guy like LeBron James. You get so many open looks and easy finishes with him on the court. One of the easiest superstars to play with, bar none.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Poked loose and stolen by DiVincenzo. Moving it up. Augustine dishes to Antetokounmpo. And Augustine kicks to Middleton over James. Augustine passes to Lopez. That shot no good. Good D by Gasol. Here's Schroeder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll? Oof.
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Morris is checked in, and there's the pass to Middleton. From 11 feet away, feeds to Lopez. Middleton outside. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Ugly start to this half. Hitting just 20% from the field. Gotta pick it up.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Schroeder. And it's in there. Schroeder's got 8 points.
Hard enough to stay attached to Schroeder one-on-one. Coming off screens, forget about it.
Pass to Middleton. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Nice shot by Portis. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Caruso. Middleton against James. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Kicks it down to Middleton. Back to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Puts up a 3. Caruso grabs the miss.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
What's so impressive, the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads.
Forbes the pass to DiVincenzo. Right side, Portis. And Middleton kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Middleton. And James pulls it down. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Nobody near Schroeder. Off target from outside. Bucks leading by 4. Forbes the pass to Lopez. Beyond the arc. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Oh, I don't believe that. He's better than that. Come on.
And here we go. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Lakers trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Caruso kicks to LeBron. 36 seconds left in the third. It's rebounded by Portis. Portis has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton from outside the arc. It's Portis atop the key. The tray with the tip. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Portis has got his second bucket.
Must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And we'll be back with... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles, Marc Gasol is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Horton Tucker in at the 3, the small forward. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Pass to Augustine. 6 to shoot. Here's Giannis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
He hits the second from the line. Lakers trail by 8. Caldwell Pope outside. The putback, and Kuzma stays with it.
Rebounding often comes down to who wants it more, and Kuzma understands the value of second chance points.
Augustine up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Caldwell Pope passes to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope kicks to Kuzma. To the inside. Knocked loose. Here's Schroeder. No good from outside. Milwaukee leading by 8. 3-on-3. Augustine in the corner. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Portis in the post. He's up against Gasol. The pass to Craig. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And that one's good from Connaughton. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez has checked in for Bobby Portis. And Middleton subbed in for Torrey Craig. Lakers trail by 10. Caldwell Pope outside. He kicks it to Gasol. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Horton Tucker. And here is Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Horton Tucker. The pass to Gasol. Charity stripe shot. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, he's smart. He's steady. Marc Gasol, he just knows where to position himself to make that play.
Giannis dishes to Lopez. For 3, Middleton connects from three-point range. And the Bucks lead by 11. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And it's Schroeder missing. It's tipped. Gasol with the steal. With the shot. Lopez grabs the board.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma. And it's Giannis missing. Lakers trail by 11. Passes to Caldwell Pope. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, and then knifing into the middle. Caldwell Pope, not just a perimeter threat. Young fella can elevate.
Connaughton kicks to Giannis. Middleton outside. Back to Giannis. The shot's good.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Up again, misses the follow-up. No good. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
Now, you told us last time you were on 2K TV that you were looking forward the most to playing Ty Debo, and now here you are in the championship round. The whole community is looking forward to it. What does that mean to you personally to play someone that you know and also play one of the best My Team players in the world?
I believe it's 100% better as a whole because, like, you're playing one of your main men, like Lab and Wise, coming up to 2.
The busy freeways of Los Angeles. And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Batum. Then it's Paul George. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Beverly in at point guard. Now for the teams that are clearly rebuilding, should they simply play the young guns, Greg, no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
Kev, I don't know that there's a right answer.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible.
Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Caldwell Pope passes to Gasol. To the left wing. The wide open look here for Kuzma. And it's off from three-point range. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. A nice shot by George.
Well, Paul George concentrating through the contact and making sure he had a shooting window open.
James outside. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Ibaka. Outside, Batum, Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Here's James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, even with all of the impressive number of seasons under his belt, LeBron James retains this kind of remarkable drive and competitive spirit.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Free throw good, James. Both good from the line that time. Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Beverly against Schroeder. And that one's good. Beverly.
Now they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
LeBron up top, defended by Beverly. And that one's good by LeBron.
LeBron putting the ball down on the deck. You just can't stop him when he goes straight to the rim.
George against Caldwell Pope. And George, here we go, banked in off the glass. George has got 6 points.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
On the wing, James. Ball's knocked loose. Now the pass to Schroeder. Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul. Caldwell Pope outside. Passes it to Schroeder. Lets it go with a 3. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Gotta keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Impressive to see them on the road just step up and have that kind of offensive performance.
Stolen by George. And it's George finishing it off.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Leonard attacking. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And the dunk by James.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
George passes to Batum. Here's Ibaka, and good that time.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
To the paint. Schroeder outside. Caldwell Pope with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. James wide open. Another miss by James. Clippers leading by 8. Ibaka goes in. Yep, that one goes. Ibaka's got his second basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's LeBron. The Clippers grab the miss.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
George, no good. And here's Caldwell Pope. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's a 10-point game.
And that's the thing we know about Leonard. As a defender, on the ball, off the ball, he's rarely out of any play.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Leonard with the bucket.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting...
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. Back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. The Williams out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Morris in at the power forward. Harrell kicks to Morris. Lakers working the ball around now. And it's Schroeder missing. Clippers leading by 13.
And Marcus Morris has raised some eyebrows in the last couple of years, just being a much more efficient scorer.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Schroeder surveying the floor. Horton Tucker, the pass to Caruso. Drills the three-pointer. Caruso's got himself on the board with 3 there. And last season, Marcus Morris is named one of the hottest on the trade market.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in Marcus Morris's offseason a year ago. A lot of contenders looking to add him to the roster. Handshake deal with the Spurs, switch to the Knicks, and then eventually traded to the Clippers. So grab your musical chair and try to find a seat.
To the right side. Three-pointer. Harrell trying to free himself up. And the Lakers get it back. On the wing, Morris. Pass to Caruso. Here's Horton Tucker. And a miss there on the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Schroeder. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And even though Schroeder might be on the light end of things when it comes to his weight, he remains relentless driving towards the basket.
Here's Williams. A 17-point game for him in the win against Memphis. Inside. Here's Zubac. Morris outside. 5 on the clock. Here's Williams, and it's good for 2. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Such a dynamic scorer, inside, outside, it really doesn't matter. Lou Williams is a huge threat to score, especially coming off the bench.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Here's Jackson, the kick out to Williams. Zubac, the pass to Morris. On the wing, Williams. Offensive rebound. The shot, no good. Lakers trail by 14. Morris outside. Here's Horton Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Harrell, the pass to Caruso. Off target from three-point range. Clippers leading by 14. Here's Williams. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Markieff Morris.
And we talk about Lou Williams being one of those herky-jerky players, unpredictable at how he's going to score, but he will score.
A 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. Last season, Lou Williams named his newborn son 6 in honor of his success in that role.
We talk a lot about the Mount Rushmore of the game's greatest players. Maybe we can start to chisel out the sixth men of the year in the NBA. Lou Williams would have to get some serious consideration for that monument.
And proving once again that he has the touch from beyond. Kuzma effective at cashing in there.
Outside Williams. And 1:01 left to play here in the second quarter. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field. Caldwell Pope finds James. Here's Caruso. To the inside. In the corner, it's James. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Batum. LeBron with the block.
Well, LeBron using his big mitts there comes in handy on defense, getting up there to spike that one away.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Up top, Ibaka. Pulls up. LeBron grabs the miss.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Here's George. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've reached halftime in this one. Clippers lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 10 points. Looking at the poll. And that'll do it for our.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. It's been one outstanding game from George.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol at the 5 down low. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
George with the bucket.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Pass to Schroeder. Lakers working the ball around now. LeBron can't get it to go.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. There you go, finally getting one to drop. They have to be a little better now, starting 1 for 5 in this half.
The shot by George, wide open from outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Schroeder, right side. Leonard with the steal. And now here's Batum, the fast break opportunity. Now Beverly. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. From deep, George. They get it back, and a bucket is right there. And the Clippers lead by 17.
And the ability to generate points off offensive rebounds, something Ibaka did a lot earlier in his career before he started spending so much time on the perimeter.
He can be just lethal from the perimeter, even though he didn't get good looks in the first quarter. Will that make right there? That could change things.
Beverly with the ball. And the layup's good off the glass. Beverly's got his second basket of the game.
And Patrick Beverly could do that in close, finds a way to get that one up, and you know he likes to score. It doesn't happen a ton, but he loves it.
LeBron passes to Schroeder. Outside for Caldwell Pope. No good on the triple.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Over in the corner, Batum. Back to George. 6 on the shot clock. And then George with the jam.
Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Gasol against Kennard. And it's Zubac atop the key. Here's Williams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on LeBron James.
Well, on the inside, Williams knows exactly what to challenge and who to challenge to get to the free throw line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Dennis Schroeder. James looking it over. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Sunday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Zubac. And the rejection by Harrell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. And 1:01 left in the third quarter. And let's take a look at the last handful of seasons and the steal numbers for Paul George.
And when you see the tumble his steal totals have taken the last few years, you can see that he's gotten away from playing the kind of gritty, hard-nosed D he was known for. That's an aspect of his game he needs to get back. and they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Lakers trail by 20. LeBron James on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc. James has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Lakers. 46 seconds left in the third. Williams looking over the floor. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 10 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Jackson drives in. And the pass to Kennard. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
6 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer off target. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Clippers. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Paul George is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Leonard in at small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Well, it's such a challenge trying to alter anything that Lou Williams does just because you're on your heels most of the time.
The drive by James.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Now here's Williams. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But 2 other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, 2 guys, when you look at those 2, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become, and it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
But he recovers it. On the wing, Morris. There's the 3. Another miss by LeBron. And Morris has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Clippers. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Leonard on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Over LeBron. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
James draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, there's no...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
James so quick there on the draw. You got to know he's ready to shoot as soon as he's going to catch that pass.
Outside, George. There's the triple. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to James.
What vision by LeBron, always willing to give up the ball. They're just hitting a wide open teammate.
Clippers leading by 18. And here's Beverly. Up top, Ibaka. Ibaka drawing the double team. Back to Beverly. Outside for Batum. Left side, Leonard. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Yeah, you could be as physical as you want with Kawhi Leonard. He just stays with it and is unshaken.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Clippers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for George.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
George against LeBron. Launches a 3. The shot will not fall. And it's the Lakers the other way. For the finish. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Kabengele missing. And here's the Lakers. Here's Dudley. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Well, point forward, point guard, point center. I don't care really where he is. LeBron James just ahead of the curve.
From deep. The shot missing. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly shook. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
run by Rocco.
Our next guest is on his way to the championship game in the My Team Unlimited tournament. Ty Debo, welcome to 2K TV once again.
Hey, thanks for having me. Always a pleasure.
All right, so last year you lost to Ginsanity. You come back with determination. You're a favorite in this tournament, and you had one tough road. Not only did you have to go through fierce competitors, but you had to go through people like defense to offense and even facing.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back. Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thank you very much.
You're right, Dave. That is scary. Thanks for that one. So the Nets starting five. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the one. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Gasol in at the 5 spot. Here's Irving, and it's good off the glass. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And finished off by LeBron.
You can't afford to let James get any separation. He's a terrific shooter off the screen.
There's the pass to Harris. Caldwell Pope against Irving. Back to Harris. Feeds to Jordan. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Lakers working the ball around now. Gasol passes to LeBron. Back to Gasol. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. James, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nobody near Irving. And a miss there on the triple. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
And when they kept getting all those gifts, they took advantage. Turnovers don't mean anything unless you turn them into points.
Now, here's Kuzma. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Pass to Irving, and stolen by James. On the wing, James. And the dunk by James.
That's just crazy athleticism from James. His vertical is through the roof.
Down low, it's deflected. Gasol with the steal. And stolen by Harris. Pass to Durant. Jordan high post. In the corner, it's Harris. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Kuzma.
An average shot blocker. I mean, you want Kuzma to use his vertical more to redirect shots.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Nets trail by 4 and stolen by James. And the dunk by LeBron.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And there it is for him.
Well, here's the thing. Irving draws so much attention from the defense. I mean, there's always a guy left wide open.
Passes it to Kuzma. James looking around. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Lakers shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. Schroeder hits them both. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Durant with the steal. And finished off by Katie.
And Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
Lakers leading by 4. Here's James. He gets it in there. James has got 12.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
It's Brown on the wing. Back to Shamet. He feeds it to Green. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. Here's Caruso. He had 10 points in the win against Portland. Out left to the wing. Here's LeBron. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Brown, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Out to Morris. Now the pass to Caruso. And here's James outside. Good on the triple. 17 points in the game.
Impossible matchup. You're trying to prevent LeBron James from getting to the rim. You structure your defense that way. And then he does this. That works just like they drew it up. Until the part where he short arms the
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
They've got LeBron James. Morris is out there with Harrell, and it's Caruso in at the 1 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Now here's James. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Lakers working the ball around now. From 7, Green with the block. And he's able to get it back. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Now here's Durant. He's been an incredibly difficult matchup for all of their opponents, averaging 29 points a game. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
That shot missing. Here's Luwawu. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Now look, an assist like that gives Durant more height than any other play he makes. He loves creating an easy bucket for a teammate.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. They trail by 7. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose, because they knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Aggressiveness is everything, and they certainly played with a ton of it to get that win.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Caldwell Pope dishes to Morris. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Caruso. Hits the three-point bomb. Caruso's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Nets trail by 8. Brown kicks to Green. Back to Brown. Green breaking loose. They get the rebound. Another shot. And the layup good by Brown. Brown's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Caldwell Pope passes to Morris. Green with the rebound.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Tipped away. Outside Durant to the paint. He's all alone. Pass to Horton Tucker. He dishes it to Morris. That one doesn't drop. The Nets go the other way with it. They went to Los Angeles for their last meeting with the Lakers and came out with a victory.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring time.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Yeah, easy call.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line for your Lakers, Alex Caruso. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Lakers. Marcus All's checked in for Harrell. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Markieff Morris. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Caldwell Pope. And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Durant. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Brown. And it's James Harden in for Landry Shamet.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a two-move torture chamber.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
Now here's Irving. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Orlando.
While he was doing that, I mean, dropping buckets. He was keeping everybody else involved, too. I mean, he had a tremendous night facilitating.
LeBron, good.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
On the wing, Green. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Never one to shy away from playing physical. Jordan will give you his all when he's out there.
The Nets shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%. Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Caruso, no good.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Here's Caruso, following the basket by Kyrie Irving.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that one.
Harris kicks to Jordan. Got a piece of it. Just 3 on the clock. Misses the layup. And that'll do it for the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. LeBron James had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 steals. And that'll about do it.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been a clinic out there by James.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving in at the shooting guard position.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Nets. Lakers leading by 3. Schroeder outside. He can't get that one to fall. Jordan with some nice D. And for the Nets, they're shooting around 60% on the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Harden against Schroeder. Durant down low. 6 points for him. And the rejection by Harden. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Harris against LeBron. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artist. And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
On the wing, James. Back to Caldwell Pope. Schroeder, left side. And it's sent back by KD.
Durant covers a ton of ground with his length, using his wingspan to wipe away shots.
Harris against LeBron. On the wing, Irving. Averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. It's Schroeder with the drive. Basket counts.
The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Nets trail by 5.
Yeah, and all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
James. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Rejected by Gasol.
Wow. Trying to challenge Gasol, big-time two-way player. He gets it done on both ends.
Nice shot by James.
Aggressive pass on the break, straight up the court so he can get all the way to the bucket.
Back to Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
Now here's LeBron. 26 points for him. And Gasol able to finish. And the Lakers lead by 5.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And a new group in for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Durant. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Joe Harris. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Here's Caruso. 5 points in the game. Morris outside. Harrell finds Gasol. Here's Caruso. He's covered by Shamet.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
Now here's Brown following the miss by DeAndre Jordan. And that one goes long. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Lakers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. Passes it to Luwawu. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
All the officials are all over that one.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the Lakers making a change here. Schroeder's checked in.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. So the wing on the left. And the call on the shot. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
For your Lakers, Dennis Schroeder at the line for 2.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Schroeder hits them both. 12 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And the pass to Shamet. Brown outside. Can't connect. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 8-point game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for the Lakers right now, we've got Dennis Schroeder. Harrell is out there with Morris, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward position. Harden's shot is off.
And really, for some reason, just not a big part of their offense today. Hard to get into a rhythm when you're getting so few opportunities at the rim.
Here's Caruso. Some solid defense from Brown.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Green gets it to go.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Shamet. Shoots the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Shamet. Good on the shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Nets trail by 8. Outside, Green. Shamet, the pass to Green. Harden outside. Launches it. They grab their own miss. Jordan kicks to Harden. Second shot opportunity. And Green now, top of the key. Here's Jordan. Nets passing it around. They shoot again. And finally, that one's good.
And since halftime, he has been a different player.
Lakers leading by 6. Schroeder looking around. Stolen by Harden. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back.
How about the quick hands of Harden? Easily coming up with the steal thanks to his activity.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Caruso, the pass to Morris. Schroeder against Harden. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
Clearly a foul.
Lakers, Dennis Schroeder.
That's good from Schroeder.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
So for the Nets, Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Green. Joe Harris comes in for Bruce Brown. And Irving subbed in for Landry Shamet. Harden finds Jordan. Back to Harden. For three, Harris drills it from outside.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
The feed now to James. And the Lakers with another miss.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Oh, come on, James has made plenty of these shots during his career. He embraces the pressure.
Now, here is Irving. The dish now to Jordan. Trying to get open is Irving. A shot by Jordan, no good. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the dunk by LeBron.
Gets behind the D on the break of the passes. I mean, it's there waiting for him.
Nets trail by 6. Harris passes to KD. Back to Harris. Dishes to Jordan. Harden outside. Feeds it to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. 4 on the clock. And he drops it in from the low post.
I mean, and these are the kinds of shots this team expects Harden to hit regularly. I mean, just such a talented offensive player.
LeBron outside. Lays it up off the glass. LeBron's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, you got to love the poise of James, a master at executing in clutch situations.
Irving attacking Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Back to Jordan. Yes!
A seasoned vet with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remained calm under pressure.
And here's Schroeder. Pass to LeBron. And he goes big with a dunk right over DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Irving can't hit.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
James outside. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And so he hits the technical free throw. And so it's the Lakers with it. They've led by as many as 11 points. That's a 2 from Matthews. No good. And so Los Angeles takes the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
as I could have.
You talked about this on your YouTube channel, that these games were a lot closer than the final outcome kind of showed. So for you, what do you think your key was to your success through the tournament?
I'm confident always, but I think the experience and then just my consistency on defense, right? Against defense to offense, I gave up 26 first quarter points. That's not going to be very good. So you just have to switch things around. But yeah, the first 2 games against Brian for 3, and then
Downtown Los Angeles. Welcome to the NBA on 2. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Schroeder in at the point. Both free throws good from Augustin. Lots of speed and athleticism on the floor tonight, Brent. What do you think could determine the outcome?
Well, if guys are going to play fast, Kevin, and guys are going to be up in the air, it's going to come down to very solid decision-making to see who it is that separates themselves in this one. Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there allows him to get an easy shot.
Middleton outside. And the 3 off target. And they're running. And LeBron throws it down.
Outstanding pass in transition there for the easy deuce.
Here's Augustin bringing it up now for the Bucks. We're about 1 minute into the first. Inside. Here's Middleton. Hands the shot with nobody near him.
Yeah, you don't want to leave Middleton from that area. His mid-range game is on fire, draining those shots often.
And GA Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Got that one up quick. Middleton's got 5 now.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Passes to James. And finished off by LeBron.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Augustin dishes to Lopez.
And this is the variety of ways Lopez can hurt you. He can be in the pick and pop. He could be in the roll. A lot of options from the big man.
The drive by Schroeder. Here's Gasol. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Schroeder. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
DiVincenzo passes to Giannis. He dishes it to Middleton. Back to Antetokounmpo. Augustin against Schroeder. And Gasol sends it back. And they're able to recover. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Forbes checked in. Now here's James. He had 28 points in the win against Portland.
And we got to talk about his 4 steals on the night. That's a complete performance at both ends of the floor.
James with it, defended by Middleton. And again, the Lakers no good. There's 1:47 left to play in the first quarter. Forbes the pass to Lopez. Back to Forbes. Over in the corner, onto Kumbo. Off target from outside. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They trail by 1. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
And we talk about gutsy wins, and on a night like that in the last game where they just did not shoot it well, that's a steal during a regular season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Torrey Craig comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Dante DiVincenzo. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Now here's LeBron. He's got 6, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Just hard to keep up with Montrezl Harrell and that impressive energy he brings.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night. He's perfect from the line this time. Milwaukee's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Giannis kicks to Forbes. The 3. Portis trying to free himself. The shot's good from Forbes.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's James. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
I was trying to think of how many times LeBron looks like he's off balance or in a spot he doesn't want to be. Doesn't happen all that often. 2 more there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Morris against Antetokounmpo. Portis trying to free himself. And it's good. 2 points.
Well, Giannis scores inside. One of the best in the business at getting his feet wet in the paint. And a strong feel for the attack that time.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You 2 players.
So it's the Bucks now. Outside Portis. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Bucks lead by 4. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, they've got Portis, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. And that one's good, Caruso.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here is Forbes. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Here's Craig. Giannis inside. He's against Morris, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time, and he makes both free throws. And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
DJ Augustine's checked in for the Bucks.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Schroeder looking around.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
That's a staple of his offensive attack, and proving once again he can do some damage from that area.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Right side, Portis. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Harrell finds Caldwell Pope. Now Schroeder, back to Caldwell Pope. And again, the Lakers, no good.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Craig passes to Portis. Here's Craig, guarded by Kuzma. Shot clock at 5. To the inside. Portis in the post, defended by Gasol.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback stuff.
Team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
Schroeder outside. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from three, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Markieff Morris is checked in for Marc Gasol. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Torrey Craig. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Here's Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. What a recent stretch it's been for these players. They're the NBA's leading scorers over the last 10 games. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Caruso's checked in. And there's the pass to Kuzma. Morris kicks to James. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. LeBron's got 4 points in the quarter.
Uh-oh. It's one of those nights for LeBron James, just setting the place on fire right now.
Middleton against James. Back to Middleton. Now Augustine. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. A little short-range fadeaway off target. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And James throws it down.
LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Bucks leading by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Lakers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's Caruso, guarded by Augustine. Caruso, the pass to Horton Tucker. LeBron James on the wing. No good on the last second attempt there. And now let's catch up with...
Thanks, Kev.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in good... Thanks for joining...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
They're just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Gasol at the 5 roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Frank Vogel. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 4.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
James outside. Pass to Kuzma. Back to James. Pass to Schroeder. Right post shot. The rebound by the Bucks.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Here's LeBron, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's stolen by Schroeder. And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from LeBron.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
It's his first trip to the line.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
A different look from Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Augustine. Forbes the pass to Portis. And Portis throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Schroeder outside. Pass to Horton Tucker. Back to Schroeder. Clock at 6. And here is Gasol. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Markieff Morris comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Alex Caruso in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Craig kicks to Forbes. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Harrell. Lakers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Schroeder. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And here is Lopez. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Goes up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Nobody near Schroeder. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
That's going to be a big morale booster.
And you know what? It could come down to those second chance buckets when it's all said and done today.
Well, especially in a close game, every possession matters.
Caruso, the pass to Morris. Lakers passing it around. 5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. Count the basket. Schroeder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Lakers.
Well, fighting through some defense right there. Schroeder showing some offensive confidence right now.
Connaughton kicks to Forbes. He feeds it to Lopez. To the wing right side. Three-pointer. No good that time. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Los Angeles on top, leading by just 2. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with DJ Augustin. And it's Lopez in at the center. Morris finds Caldwell Pope. In the corner, it's James. And that one, good. LeBron's got 20.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
The pass to Middleton. From deep three-point range, Caruso grabs the miss. Los Angeles leading by 4. The drive by James. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Marcus All checked in for the Lakers. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
And Los Angeles guys shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. James, the pass to Caruso. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Antetokounmpo up top. A floater.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for the Lakers.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Gasol finds James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. Guys, we'll see if they can get it done.
Augustine dishes to Antetokounmpo. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight. Middleton against James. Schroeder outside. Back to James. The rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lopez outside. The dish to Middleton. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. And it's now only a 1-point Laker lead.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
James, the pass to Gasol. Stolen by Middleton. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And the dunk by Giannis.
So exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
1:33 left in the fourth. It's LeBron with the drive. Count that bucket. James has got 11 in the second half.
Wow, and there's a reason LeBron has the ball in his hands, so capable in those moments.
Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Kuzma. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
James outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Brook Lopez.
Just shake your head at the size of LeBron James, and once he gets into the paint and gets pinballed around, he gets that contact and finds free throws.
Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for the Bucks. Lopez drives in, and the rejection by Harrell. He sinks the clutch free throw.
There's no doubt that the way that Montrezl Harrell approaches the game, he is the heartbeat of a lot of the minutes that he's on the floor for any club. They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
And Giannis throws it down.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Here's James. Count it.
LeBron James, one of the best ever to do it.
41 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Forbes. Lopez kicks to Forbes. Back to Lopez. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move. And the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Got a piece of it. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Count it. And now a 3-point Milwaukee lead.
Middleton proving again how clutch.
And so it's the Bucks who come out on top here. This
finals.
Were you looking at plugging in Lonzo from the offensive standpoint or the defensive standpoint in the lineup?
I would say more than anything, just me being comfortable offensively dribbling with him. It's like Luka just came out on Friday, I believe, right? And so that's a short turnaround. You don't have that much time to play with him. And so I played maybe 2 competitive games with him, and I'm not that comfortable with him. Luka's probably the better player, but I'm not as comfortable. So just as far as just my comfort.
Well, and the Clippers starting 5. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Gasol in at the 5 down low. Now here's Beverley. Leonard on the wing. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley making it easy for his teammate to score.
James looking it over. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Drops in the tray. The great fans and players alike are excited for tonight. This is just not another game on the schedule.
Clash of the Titans in this one. This will be a great test for both teams.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. To the middle. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Here's Beverley. 11 points for him in that last game against Memphis. On the wing, Batum. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Left side, George. Rejected by Gasol.
Just great timing and great awareness from Marc Gasol. This guy is a relentless shot blocker.
Here's James. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's the Lakers with the ball. It's a 3-point game, fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Here's George. Following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And it's George missing.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. We have got to see that sensational mobile 1 block again.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
And Paul George, Doris, kind of a late bloomer coming up in high school. His older sister used to give him the business on the blacktop. Of course, eventually, he found his stride, and the rest is history.
It took some encouraging from older sis and his high school coach, who actually had to threaten him with running suicides to get the guy to shoot more. And think about it. This guy plays his college basketball at mid-major Fresno State. That's really where he got onto the NBA radar.
Now, here is Ibaka. After LeBron James's miss. 4 on the shot clock. Leonard, no luck. Here are the Lakers with the ball. It's been 10 unanswered points. The putback, and Kuzma stays with it.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now, here's George. He had 13 points in the win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Make no mistake, Paul George is a fierce finisher inside.
Here's LeBron. They're leading by 8. Shooter kicks to Kuzma. Here's the 3. And it's James missing.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
A shot by Batum, no good. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. Gasol passes to LeBron. That one off the back iron and out.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, let's remember, Serge Ibaka is a defensive presence. This guy, an elite shot blocker early in his career, and he is now a capable scorer from just about anywhere.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. Reggie Jackson's checked in for George. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Williams, and the shot goes down.
Well, Lou Williams in the open floor is just a bucket, folks.
Lakers leading by 4. Caruso looking for an opening. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Williams. Zubac, great positioning on the putback.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. A 3 from Morris gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Well, one of the more valuable things in basketball, bigs who can stretch the defense. Morris, one of those guys.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Lakers lead by 7. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter.
I want all the bags, I want all the bags.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here. What have they been doing or not doing in the game?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Ivica Zubac. Kennard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's Williams at the 1 spot. And now the Clippers on the break. All alone. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. While we have the chance, we like to reveal the list of the past month's best fast break teams in the NBA. In third, the Lakers.
I mean, they have really hit their stride in terms of that transition game. No doubt about it. They are playing at a great pace.
Zubac kicks to Kennard. Shot clock at 6. And the rejection by Harrell. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Harrell. On the clock. From deep three-point range. And the Clippers miss again.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caldwell Pope's checked in. Outside Williams. From outside off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
You think about Lou Williams and finding his way and finding himself with the Los Angeles Clippers. He's played for a fifth of the teams in the league. He always felt overlooked, underappreciated, but certainly he's found his niche here.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Harrell on the follow. Harrell's got the lead up to 11 now for the Lakers.
If you do not box out Montrezl Harrell, you are opening yourself up to offensive rebounds. This guy is a force there.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Well, Doris, in the past, some regarded Lou Williams as a lackluster defender. Didn't want to lift weights. You know, had kind of an interesting reputation. He bounced around the league, as we know, quite a bit. He's played for a lot of different teams.
Right. I mean, think about his early association with Allen Iverson, the great Allen Iverson. He's succeeded on his own terms, right? Both of them comfortable in their own skin, able to do some amazing things on the court.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Leonard, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Paul George comes in for Reggie Jackson. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
Marcus All's checked in for the Lakers. Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for the Clippers. Over to the wing, Kuzma. And the Lakers with another miss. Clippers trail by 10. Beverly with the ball. He's picked up by James. Lets it go from 14. Goes back up. James with some nice D.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Nobody near Leonard. No good from outside. Lakers leading by 12.
Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
1:32 left in the first half. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Shot, high post. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Shot to stop the run, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
So you got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
This is his first free throw of the game. So both teams changing it up here. And George drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
James outside. 41 seconds left. Oh, my goodness!
Wow.
What a play!
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And it goes down 2 points.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
LeBron dishes to Schroeder. Horton Tucker, the pass to Morris. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. LeBron outside. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Morris has got 5 now.
Well, that's the passion you like to see from Markieff Morris, converting off the board.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Clippers shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points. And that's going to...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
His penetration was a real problem for them. And then, of course, the monster finishes at the cup.
Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
And what a unique career Serge Ibaka has had. Some incredible totals for him over the course of his career.
That's right, Greg. I mean, I think people would be shocked to know Serge Ibaka was the first player ever to make 500 threes and have 1,500 blocks. Hard to imagine nobody had ever accomplished that feat. Give credit to Ibaka. He changed his offense and added the 3-ball.
And a deep 3 from George. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got 4 rebounds in this game.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Caldwell Pope passes to LeBron. Takes a 3. And there's Caldwell Pope. That's good on the assist by Gasol. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in the game. And Leonard has it in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
All heart from Caldwell Pope there, using every ounce of strength to muscle that shot in.
Here's Batum, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Batum's got his first 2 points.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get 1 to fall.
Caldwell Pope kicks to LeBron, and the basket is good.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Passes to Beverly. Great D that time from Dennis Schroeder. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. They lead by 24, their biggest margin.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Clippers have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they picture the half starting. And it's Leonard missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Caldwell Pope for 3. The putback, and Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, that big body, those long arms, so hard to keep Marc Gasol off the glass.
Yes, that goes in.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Schroeder with the ball. George picks him up. James outside. Caldwell Pope against George. On the wing, James. Rebounded by Serge Ibaka.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Kept alive. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
We call that masterful use of the pump fake. Paul George effective getting guys to jump on it.
Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. From downtown, Caruso, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Kennard finds Morris. Rebound by Harrell. Lakers have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Horton Tucker, that's good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Williams has got 5 now.
Boy, the dribble drive by Lou Williams, such a special aspect to what he does.
The pass to Caruso. Here's Horton Tucker. Lakers working the ball around now. From the arc. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Kennard, the pass to George. Down low. Williams gets the bucket. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, small frame, but big game. Lou Williams in the paint.
Pass to Horton Tucker. The 3 from Matthews. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Lakers on top, opening up a huge gap. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for the Clippers right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Luke Kennard. Then there's Jackson. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Williams at the point guard. Zubac kicks to Morris. A second chance effort. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Morris. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Zubac. And the rejection by Harrell. Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Morris. Now here's Schroeder. Here's Caruso. The 3-pointer no good.
Boy, this guy just can't buy a bucket, and yet they have the advantage.
2 points. That one goes.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Schroeder looking around to the left side wing. Here's Caruso, guarded by Jackson. The offensive rebound, pass to Caruso. Nobody near Schroeder. And again, the Lakers no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
James checked in for Alex Caruso. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for the Clippers.
Yo, get loose.
And it's Zubac atop the key. Deflects the pass. Leonard on the wing for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Leonard doesn't give the defense time to react. His catch and shoot game is on point.
LeBron outside. And finished off by LeBron.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
The ability to flip the switch, right? LeBron James, he decides it's time for me to score a little bit right now. Let me give my team a little bit of juice.
The pass to Zubac. Lets it go with a 3. Here's Williams. Hangs in the air, and he sinks the layup.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
James. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the 3-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that 3-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. CJ McCollum, These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Back to Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock.
Well, you have to take advantage of the chippies when you get them. Nice job by Dennis Schroeder in close.
1:46 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, George. Up top, Ibaka. Outside, Leonard. It's George on the wing. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Schroeder against Beverly. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. They get it again. And Gasol able to finish.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year. And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for LeBron.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Schroeder dishes to LeBron. Back to Schroeder. LeBron outside. For 3, Caldwell Pope. And James throws it down.
Well, there's a brute physical force to LeBron James. Couple that with his terrific instincts, unbelievable reactions, and he's pretty good on the offensive glass.
Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Fires from deep. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up.